Good morning, students. So in the last class we have seen JK master slave flip-flop, and we have finished all the flip-flops, right? And today's class we will see how to obtain the the characteristic equations of those four flip-flops, right? That is JK, SR, D and T, using their functional table, or you can also call it as truth table, right? So in today's class we will see what is a characteristic equation and how those characteristic equations for all those flip-flops are obtained. Okay, characteristic equations of flip-flops. Okay, so now what we will do, first we will see what is characteristic equation. So this equation is a Boolean equation. It is a Boolean expression which tells what is the next state of the flip-flop. It will tell what is the next state of the flip-flop, right? So let us say the state of the flip-flop is represented as Q, right? It is denoted as Q, and if previous state is 0, what will be the next state when we apply next control input, that is when clock, right? So let us say the control input in case of flip-flop is called as clock, and the clock will look like a square waveform, right? A high and low after certain duration, right? See, if you take an example of either level triggered or an edge triggered flip-flop, right? So whenever when clock is equal to high, or whenever it changes from 0 to 1, right, edge it will give a positive edge, and when clock is equal to 1, it will give you a level triggered which is equal to 1, right? So when we apply this, what is the state of the flip-flop, right? So what that flip-flop is going to store, that means what is the value of Q, right? So this will when we apply the first clock pulse, the state of the flip-flop will be noted. Let us say Q is equal to 0, right? So now what will be the state of the flip-flop, or what that flip-flop is going to store when we apply the next edge, positive edge or a positive level, okay, or a high level, you can say. So what is the state of the flip-flop at this point, or when the next control input is applied? So that will be said by a Boolean expression. So that expression itself is nothing but the characteristic equation, right? So the next state of the flip-flop is always represented as Q plus. So Q gives you the previous state of the flip-flop, and Q plus is the next state of the flip-flop, right? So before we obtain these characteristic equations, what we will do, first we will write down the functional table or truth tables of all the flip-flops. Truth table, or you can also call it as the functional table of all four flip-flops, right? So first I'll write for D flip-flop. This is functional table or truth table of D flip-flop, right? So one input is D. Second, that control input I'll assume it is always there with the flip-flop, right? So I'll not write that control input again and again here in the truth table. So what we will do, I'll assume that, right? So when I am talking about flip-flop is a synchronous sequential circuit which has a normal input as well as a control input, right? And the flip-flop will respond only when the control input changes or the proper control input is applied, right? So along with these normal inputs, I'll assume that there is a control input, and I'll not highlight that control input in the truth table, right? So for D flip-flop, normal input is D, and the states of the flip-flops are represented as Q and Q bar, right? So if D is only one input, it can take either 0 or 1, right? So and we know that D stands for data. Whatever input you apply, whatever value you give to D, so same will be stored in the flip-flop, right? So q will be equal to 1, sorry, q equal to 0 and q bar will be equal to 1 when the control input is applied. So I'll assume that along with the normal input, I'll also apply the control input, a proper control input. When d is equal to 1, q is equal to 1, q bar is equal to 0. Similarly, next one, SR flip-flop, right? So this is functional table of D flip-flop. Next, I will write a functional table of SR flip-flop, right? SR are the normal inputs and outputs are Q and Q bar. So since there are two inputs, two normal inputs S and R, we will be having total 4 combinations: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. Right? So when 0 0, the flip-flop remains in its previous state. There is no change in the state of the flip-flop. Right? When it is 0 1, when R is 1 means the flip-flop resets. That means the flip-flop is going to store 0. Q bar will be 1. When S is equal to high, the flip-flop sets, Q will equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. Right? So, and the last state of the SR flip-flop is called a forbidden state, in which outputs are not complement to each other. So what I will do, I will not consider that state. Right? So either you will get 1 1 or you will get 0 0. So I will not consider those states when I am writing the functional table, or when I am writing the combination or output for input combination 1 1. Right? So this is functional table of SR flip-flop. Next comes the JK flip-flop. To overcome the disadvantage of SR flip-flop, which was a forbidden state, we use a JK flip-flop. Right? So how to overcome that JK? How to overcome? If I overcome, what will be the output of JK flip-flop? 0 0, everything remains same. For first 3 combinations, the SR table remains same, right? Even for JK, right? So 0 1, 0 1, 1 0, 1 0. Only for last state, only for j equal to k equal to 1, what happens? We get a toggle state. So what I can write? Q bar and Q. So this state is called a toggle state, right? So now the last one, the T flip-flop, right, which is called as toggle flip-flop, right? It is same as JK, right? If you just short J and K, you will get a T flip-flop, right? So now how to obtain T flip-flop? Write a truth table of T flip-flop. T, Q, Q bar. Instead of J, K, 2 inputs, I will be having only 1 input. After shorting J and K, they will become only 1 input, right? So when T is equal to 0, Q will be, it remains in its previous state. That means J is equal to 0, K equal to 0, it remains in its previous state, right? So when T is 1, that means when J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1, we will get a toggle state, right? It is same as JK. It is same as JK, only the thing is we are shorting J and K, right? So these are the functional tables of all 4 flip-flops, right? So now using these 4 flip-flops, 4 functional tables of flip-flops, what we will do, we will obtain the characteristic equation or next state equations for all these 4 flip-flops. Okay. So moving to the next slide, where we will obtain the characteristic of each flip-flop, characteristic equation of each flip-flop. Okay. First we will obtain characteristic equation of D flip-flop, right? It is very simple. In case of D, to obtain this characteristic equation, you have to put a K-map, right? So because we are going to obtain the Boolean expression that can be obtained, a simplified Boolean expression we will get using a K-map, right? Since what are the inputs for D flip-flop, a characteristic equation of D flip-flop? One is the normal input. These are the inputs for D flip-flop, right? So one is the normal input, second input is the previous state, right? So previous state is denoted as Q, right? So that means D and Q will become the inputs for characteristic equation of D flip-flop or K-map, right? So since I have two inputs, so I can write 4 different combinations, right? So if I write the functional table this is functional table, or a next state table you can say. Next output will be q plus. So here I am not writing q bar, the complement of q I am not writing, because if you get q, then q plus, we can just complement the value of q plus and we will get q plus bar, right? So since I have two inputs, one is normal input, one is the previous state input, so we can write 4 combinations: 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, right? So now to fill this last column, that is next state column, this state is called the next state, right? So this is normal input, this is normal input, and this q is previous input, and this is next state input, right? So to fill this last column, you have to refer back the functional or the truth table of D flip-flop, right? So now in the functional table you see, when D is 0 and q is 0, what will be the next state? Next state again it will remain 0, because D is 0. We are keeping D is equal to 0, right? See now, since D is equal to 0, q, if previous state is 0, and if I apply the next control input or next clock pulse, what we will get? Since we are not changing the value of D, next state will also remain 0, because it depends on the value of D, right? See here, if this is a D flip-flop, right, and this is q bar, right? Initially D is equal to 0. Let us assume initially D is equal to 0, and what was the state of the flip-flop? Q is equal to 0, q bar is equal to 1. For time being, you just neglect this q bar, okay? You just concentrate on this q, right? Next, when I apply next clock pulse, this is clock. When I apply next, during the first clock pulse, q is 0, and D is equal to 0. For next clock pulse also, I am not changing the value of D. Since I am not changing the value of D, that means the output will remain 0, right? See, q is 0. What will be the next state? Even after applying the next clock pulse, q plus will remain 0, because I am not changing the value of D, right? So for second row, q is equal to 1. That means, let us say previous state is 1 0. After applying the power, if the previous state of the flip-flop is 1 0, and if I make D is equal to 0 and apply the second clock pulse, what happens? Q will become 0 and q bar will become 1. Just neglect this, ignore this q bar. We will get q is equal to 0. See, if previous state is 1 and if D is equal to 0, next state will be equal to 0. Similarly, when D is 1 and previous state is 0, next state will be 1, right? If D is 1 and next state will be, if previous state is 1, then next state will also be equal to 0. So this is after application of first clock pulse, and this is after application of second clock pulse. This is after application of first clock pulse, this is after application of second clock pulse, right? So what will be the next state of the flip-flop when we apply the control signal? It is nothing but the last column, that is q plus. So now we are going to enter these values in the K-map to obtain the characteristic equation. Write down the values: 0 1 0 1, two variable K-map it is. So for 0 0, output is 0. I am putting a K-map for this q plus, right? So 0 0, output is 0. 0 1, output is 0. 1 0, output is 1. 1 1, output is 1, right? Now you have two ones which are adjacent to each other. We can combine them, and we can write the Boolean expression for q plus, which is equal to D, right? Since q is complement to each other, 0 and here 1, both will get cancelled, so q will not appear in the expression. So the next state or the characteristic equation for D flip-flop is q plus is equal to D. That means whenever D changes, the next state changes, right? It doesn't depend on q, right? So this is the characteristic equation of D flip-flop. Next, we will move to the next characteristic equation of SR flip-flop. To obtain characteristic equation of SR flip-flop, again we have to refer back the truth table of SR flip-flop, right? And now we have to write one more functional table of SR flip-flop to obtain its characteristic equation, right? So now the normal inputs will be S and R. There are two inputs and one previous output, which is Q, and along with this we have one output, that is Q plus. Okay, so now these are the normal inputs, and this is the previous input, and this is the next state output. Now we have total 3 inputs, so we have to write total 8 combinations: 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1, right? So these 8 combinations we need to write. Now we will make a group of 2 2, right? Since S and R is equal to 0, the flip-flop remains in its previous state. That means the previous state was 0 1, right? So next state is also same, that is Q plus is equal to 0 and Q plus is equal to 1 here, because S and R both are is equal to 0. That means the flip-flop is going to remain in its previous state, right? So when next R is equal to 1, for these two combinations R is equal to 1, you please refer back to the truth table of SR flip-flop. When R is equal to 1, for both whatever may be the input, whatever may be the previous state, what we will get output as 0 0, because R is 1. Here S is 1, or irrespective of the previous state, next state will be 1 1. And for the last combinations we have a forbidden state for when S is equal to R is equal to 1, irrespective of the value of previous state. We will not consider these two combinations, because the output is not going to be complement to each other, right? So now put a K-map for this truth table. Now this new truth table, there are 3 inputs, so we will be having 3 variable K-map: S R Q, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. Okay, 0 0 0 output is 0, 0 0 1 output is 1, 0 1 0 output is 0, 0 1 1 output is 0, right? So 1 0 0 output is 1, 1 0 1 output is 1, and for last two combinations it is don't care, right? So now these two main terms can be combined with the don't care, and we can group, we can make 4 main terms group. Then what is the combination, what is the term for this group? It is equal to yes, since R and Q are complement to each other, and this one can be combined with this one, and we can make one group. What will be the expression for that? It is equal to R bar Q, right? So what will be the expression for the Boolean or the characteristic equation for SR flip-flop? It is S plus, we are going to write the min term, sorry, SOP expression, right? So this is the characteristic equation for SR flip-flop. Similarly, JK flip-flop. So this is the characteristic table for JK flip-flop, in which we have 2 normal inputs, J and K, and one is previous input, and Q plus is the next state output, right? So everything remains same except the last combination. Everything, that is the truth table of SR and JK, you compare for first 6 combinations, the output is same, right? So in place of S I wrote J, in place of R I wrote K, right? Only for last combinations, last 2 combinations, the output will toggle. If my previous state is 0, after toggling the next state will be equal to 1, and if my previous state is 1, and next state will become 0, right? So now we will put 3 variable K-map for this truth table, right? So this is the truth table, this is the K-map for the characteristic table of JK flip-flop. So what we will do, we will group these min terms now, right? So only 2 groups are possible. This one can be combined with this, and what is the input combination, what is the term for this? It is equal to K bar Q, K bar Q, and this one can be combined with this one, and we can write one more term which is equal to J Q bar, right? So what is the Boolean expression for JK flip-flop? It is Q plus is equal to J Q bar plus K bar Q, right? So one more, this is characteristic equation of JK flip-flop. So one more is remaining, that is T flip-flop. I'll give you that as a homework, so you just try how to obtain that Boolean character